y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited to be introducing a new series that I'm going to be starting. Many of you have been following me for a while and know that I have a home-based business, that I have a daughter, but I have gone through a lot of things in my life. I feel like I have gone through a lot of situations in my life that have been hard, distraughtful, is that even a word? Distraughtful? Sad, you know, hard to go through. I recently finished reading a book called The Purpose-Driven Life, and it's pretty much a 40-day journey slash like Bible study on, you know, how to find your purpose and live God's purpose for you and not necessarily our purpose for ourselves or like what we feel like we need to do, what He wants us to do and be able to help people, you know, with our gifts and our talents. And one thing that I've realized after reading that book, sorry, I thought I heard Logie waking up from her nap. I'm trying to get these videos done while she's asleep because when she's awake, So what I've realized from reading that book is that I have gone through a lot of things. I've gone through a lot of things, whether it's me personally, whether it's family issues, whether it's just common issues that other people go through. And even though like most people don't like speaking about the things they've gone through, their hardships or being vulnerable, that's something that I embrace about myself, and that's something that I don't mind sharing. And it came to me as like a revelation or something that I need to share every single, maybe not every single instance, but I need to share what I've gone through. And I wanted to make a series called How to Deal. And this is going to be a series of multiple videos talking about different topics, from dealing with depression, dealing with someone having a stroke, dealing with death, dealing with a breakup, dealing with all kinds of things. Things that I have personally gone through that I feel like maybe someone needs to hear. And someone can benefit from. So this is the first episode in the How to Deal series, and we are going to talk about something that's a little bit deep. We're going to talk about how to deal with a death. And it's hard. It's very hard. Some of you who are watching me know me personally, as in family members or friends from high school. But the summer between my junior and senior year of high school, my brother actually got into a car accident. He was hit by a drunk driver and he was killed. And I was 17 years old. And it was actually his 18th birthday. His birthday is July 1st, and that night he wanted to go out. You know, he wanted to go to the club. He was finally 18, and coming home was when it happened. So at 17 years old, I lost a sibling, and it's hard. And everyone deals with death differently, and it can hurt it being a friend. It can hurt it being obviously a parent or a child, or a coworker or colleague. And the thing about dealing with death is you have to deal with it. As much as we want to just put it all in a box, act like it didn't happen, I'm good, I'm okay, like I'm not even gonna think about it, it's gonna creep back up and open up and bring out those emotions in you. And so it's very, very, very important. I knew I heard her. Come here, baby. It's very, very, very important to deal with it. And you don't have to deal with it right away. Hey, mama. Oh, little Bobby. You don't have to deal with it right away, because you have to get over the shock. You have to get over the details, especially if you're super close within the structure of the family or friendship where you're planning out funerals and you're contacting people, letting them know what happened. It's not easy. And this happened 10 years ago, y'all. This happened in 2006. So last year we celebrated his 10-year like heaven anniversary and had like a huge party. And even though I'm strong and I can talk about it and I feel myself kind of getting a little bit emotional, I wasn't this strong when it first happened. So you have to go with the flow in a sense. You know, you're gonna go through a range of emotions, from being sad, angry, scared, questioning God. Why? Like, why did this have to happen? Why did you take him away or her? Why, you know, this person has a family and kids, or this person has a whole life ahead of them, or this person was such a great person. And we get caught up in blaming God and all that kind of stuff. And no matter what your religion is, whether you believe or not, you have to realize that everything does happen for a reason. It's bigger than you and me. It's bigger than us. And, you know, I feel like I handled it well for being a 17-year-old girl. going through something like that, but not everyone handles it well. People turn to drugs and alcohol. People get into a huge depression. People lash out and rebel, and those are all normal. Okay, mama. I don't even remember what I was saying, y'all. But it's normal. It's just understanding that you have control of your emotions. You have control of your emotions, so you need to grieve. Whether you grieve immediately, or whether you grieve, you know, like a month after, or 2 months after, or 6 months after, or a year after, or 5 years after, you need to grieve, because you're gonna harbor all of those emotions, and you're gonna lash out, and you're not gonna be you. You know, I'm not here to explain death. I'm not here to tell you why it happened, but just know that, you know, unfortunately, it is something that happens. It's part of life, and it doesn't mean that they're gone. Their physical is gone, but their spirit isn't gone. Their soul isn't gone. And I've never had, like, what do they call it? Supernatural interactions. I'm kind of like a scaredy cat. I'm kind of a scaredy cat when it comes to, like, stuff. Ghosts and stuff, but I know that if I ever do come in contact with him again, it's a positive spirit, and it's, you know, nothing to harm me or hurt me. So dealing with death is not easy, okay? And no matter who it is, I can't be great, y'all. I can't be great today. The devil's trying to attack me by using a fly. Even though I've dealt with death, you know, after my brother passing, with, you know, other family members, you know, especially it being, like, you know, older in age, and just things that happen. I remember when I worked at a restaurant called Strip in Atlanta, in Atlantic Station, and we lost one of our managers to an accident. He was coming home from a concert, I believe, and got into a car accident, and he was initially, like, you know, brain dead, a vegetable, and you know, ended up passing away. And that was hard, and that wasn't family. That was one of my managers, but he was a bomb manager. Rest in peace, D. He was an amazing manager, a great guy. He had 2 kids, and it's not easy, but just know that you can get through it. You have to grieve. That's the #1 tip I can give. You have to grieve. Even if you don't want to talk about it with people, cry. Go in the shower, have a good cry, like, let it out. Talk to God. Dive into something that's going to keep your mind focused. Dive into something positive. Don't get caught up in negative things that you think will heal the pain, because it won't. It'll mask the pain and make you feel like, oh, I'm good, and then that mask will slowly start to disintegrate, and those feelings will come forward again. So I hope this helps someone. If you are going through a death in the family, friendship, just anyone close to you, that, you know, it's not easy. It's not. But you've got to be connected to the source. You've got to be able to know that everything happens for a reason, and you will be sad. You will be mad. I'm not saying you can't have those emotions, because you will. I did. My whole family did. We had those emotions. We were upset. We were confused. We were bewildered. We were sad. We were angry. Like, why? Why him? But, you know, it was his time. It was his time. We have a guardian angel looking out for us. It's just crazy. Like, you know, he only got to reach the age of 18. He didn't even get to experience 18. He, like, got to 18 and then went to heaven. And so I have been able to get to 27. And to always be thankful for your life. No matter if you're going through a hard time, always be thankful for your life, because there are people here, like, I wish my brother had more years. I wish he was able to experience 21 and we can go to a club, have a drink, and, like, do things as adults and stuff. I have a child, you know, him having kids. But it's life. And it's made me stronger, and it's made me go through this experience so I can share it with you. Whoever's going through a death, whoever's in a dark place right now because they don't know how to deal with it, just know it's normal. You keep loving yourself. You keep talking to that person. I talk to him all the time. Talk to them. Let them know that you miss them, and that you let them know you're angry, you're sad, but you're happy that they're at peace, that they're good, and you know, you will see them again. So thank you so much for tuning into episode 1 of the How to Deal series. I will be back with a lot of other topics. If you have any topics in mind, please leave them below. I have some. I want to talk about things that I've gone through. Like, I can't talk about adoption because I've never adopted a child, or I'm not adopted. So Really hope y'all enjoy this. Please share this. Share this on your Facebook pages. Share this with your Twitter. Share this on YouTube, because there's someone out there who needs to hear these comforting words. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.